The fire hose is a little less pressure. There's a lot less that I'm having to get onboarded with. Having a year now, it's kind of picking up where we left off, rather than trying to learn everything in a 3-month time between getting the job and spring training. So, but it's still very busy, and now it's more checking in with players and coaches rather than trying to learn systems and learn all these different things. So it's a lot easier of an off season so far, and it's been really nice.
When you think of what Fry went through, playing with the elbow, what does it say about him that not only played but kind of really stepped up and then into the postseason as well?
Yeah, David Fry is one of the most selfless teammates, people I've ever met in my entire life, and he's having a career year, makes the All-Star team, he's bouncing all over the field, and then he hurts his arm, and he can only DH. And what he meant to our team, both on the field and in the clubhouse, he stepped up and became a leader. He was one of our best hitters all year and got some big hits for us. And it just says so much about who he is as a person that despite the injury and not being able to contribute in all the ways he wanted to, he remained an elite teammate and just helped any way we could.
How do you replace him?
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to think about because what he brought, hopefully he's going to be with us the majority of the time. We get him back being able to hit, early in the year, but we'll just have to wait and see. And, right now we've got some right-handed hitters that could step up and really contribute in his absence, but it's definitely something we're trying to solve. I think we have a number of guys that, we saw a lot of them at different parts throughout the year. And, Cleveland has always been built and will continue to be on our starting pitching homegrown and guys improving. And we've had a number of guys that we've talked to about having big winners. And so we've, you look at the Gavin Williams, Logan Allen, Triston McKenzie, Joey Cantillo. Those 4 guys stepped up and started big games for us and did a nice job at times. And I think we're looking for that group to really step up and come in and contribute and earn spots in the rotation, as well as some young guys that are coming up, that are getting close. So we feel like we have a good group there. And again, with Chris, Mike, and Matt, we're always looking for ways to improve our roster, but our success is going to come from our homegrown guys stepping up.
With those young guys, what have the reports been that you read throughout the year on Doug McKenzie?
Yeah, I think, we got to see him throw in that playoff between the end of the regular season and the division series, and really like the stuff. It's a really good slider. The fastball's got some good, action and velo to it as well. And he really knows how to pitch, and he's really developing into a really good starter. So excited about Doug and what he could bring for us this year. And like I said, with that group right there, we feel like we've got the right people to step up and earn spots.
I know you were locked in on your playoff push, but you had a chance to reflect on just the last baseball game of Oakland. It was absolutely lovely.
Yeah, excuse me. I was fortunate enough I think we had an off day, or something weird happened where I got to watch the last game in Oakland, and it brought back a lot of memories and a lot of emotions. And the city of Oakland is always going to be home, and it's a place that my family and I will cherish forever. And the people that we were fortunate to work with in Oakland are always going to be special to us. And the thought of no baseball in Oakland it's not a fun one. I love the Oakland Coliseum. It's one of the coolest venues to watch and play a baseball game, and you can't beat a day game in Oakland. I've said that for years, and it's going to be something I miss tremendously. And we'll see how this transition goes. But at the end of the day, we're going to go play the A's, and hopefully we beat them. Yeah, we're looking at some, we're excited about. It's always fun when you see, talented players from Japan come over, and they make our game better, and we're really excited. I don't know much about him other than I've seen him a lot of video, and it sounds really good, and it's intriguing to have a young pitcher coming over of that caliber, and he's going to go and help a team, and I'm excited. We're exploring, and we're always listening and watching. just his stuff, and how well he can pitch for such a young age. I mean, you don't see people at that age, as polished as he is, and the experiences he's had in the World Baseball Classic and things like that, and just pitching so well professionally in Japan. It's a very good league, and it's exciting to have someone like that available. I mean, I think it'd be crazy to say you wouldn't be able to find a fit for someone like that talented. So of course we'd be excited. I think I'm still reflecting. I don't think you don't just sit down and think about it once. 3:30 last night, I had something pop into my head, so we had to work through that. It's just the way it works, But I'm so proud of our guys. We came up short. We didn't get where we wanted to go. I felt like we could have gone further. We had the team to do it, and our guys played so well all year and through the postseason, and we just came up short. We played a very good team that beat us, and for me, my reflections are the same as they were when we ended the season. You can't go back and change anything. You just learn. And every time I did something, it was for the first time. Every time, you can only do that in your first year. And, I feel like with the experiences and the conversations that I've been able to have, I don't know if we would have done anything differently. Wish there were different outcomes for some things, but at the end of the day, felt like we were prepared and we talked through all the things we needed to and made the best decision in the moment.
What does Triston McKenzie need to do to get back on track? Is it mental, mechanics, experience?
Yeah, I think Triston, last winter he was still recovering from injury and, just never quite caught his stride this last season. So for Triston, he's got a healthy body, healthy arm. He's having a great offseason, and I know it's going to continue to go that way. And I'm expecting Triston to come in and ready to rock in Goodyear and hopefully earn a spot in our rotation. And we all know how good Triston McKenzie can be, and the best version of him, it makes us the best version of us. So really excited for Triston.
Thank you.
Gabriel Arias playing in winter ball now. What's the best version of Gabriel? I mean, you've seen a lot of them last year at different positions.
Yeah, I think, for Gabby, there's a number of ways that he can impact our roster, and I think, he's absolutely crushing it right now in winter ball, which is exciting to see. And I think, for him, we know how good of a player he can be, and for him, it's just a matter of coming in ready to go. And I think playing winter ball is going to be a very good thing for him. And so I'm excited to watch Gabby come in and earn a spot on our team in spring training. He's going to have the opportunity to do that.
I think back to your first year as a player. What is that first offseason like? How is it different than any offseason that you had before that when you were just in the minors?
You don't know what to do. You get a taste of being in the major leagues, and you're hungry and you want more. And for a lot of people that when they make it to the big leagues, now they have some more resources to be able to enhance their training regimen. And I think for me, that was the biggest thing for me is I could finally afford to hire a personal trainer. I'd never had the money to do that. And so I didn't have to think about what I was going to do for my workouts. I gave my goals to someone and they wrote me a program for the first time at 27, 28 years old. And it allows you to have that experience. You've been around big leaguers now to see how they go, ask questions. What do you do in the winter? What works for you? And you try different things, and you never want to say, I've got my off season figured out. You always want to strive for more every year, and as you get older, you have to do more. And so you're constantly working to adapt that. Yeah, I think Sam Fold was probably my biggest influence with the Rays. And then we played together again with the A's. So Sam's one of my closest teammates, friend-wise, that I have, and he taught me a lot. And listening to him, Elliott Johnson was another one with the Rays that really poured into me. And then with the A's, Coco Crisp, some Jed Lowry was probably one of my biggest influences as well, and just so many great teammates that I was fortunate to play with that I'm curious. I ask everybody questions. I want to learn, and so it doesn't matter what position you play, what you do. I want to learn from you, and so I had a number of people that I relied on.
Steven,
What? Yeah, he's going backpack, going into classes right now. Yeah.
Ideally, from the rotation, what do you want to see from the rotation where perhaps you don't have to go to the bullpen as often as you did?
I think it's just that, more length, attacking the strike zone more. I felt like, we had a lot of games where we were pitching behind in counts, pitch count would get up. It's quick outs and throwing strikes. If there's anything I learned from year one, strikes play. If you throw strikes, you get quick outs, and that's how you get deeper into games. So for our guys, like I said, we have some work to do, and we've got the right people to help with Carl Willis and our pitching team, and but we have guys that are having really good winners right now, and I'm excited to see where they're at.
I hate to bring up the closing titles, but was the one Soto back especially hard to get seasons ever?
No, if you go back and watch that at bat, Hunter Gaddis executed 6 pitches, and he fouled them all off. And you had one of the highest paid player ever in the history of sports did what he's supposed to do, and he got one mistake pitch and didn't miss it. And Hunter Gaddis put his body on the line. He's in up around 30 pitches for the 18th time in the playoffs, and like I said, he executed 4 or 5 pitches leading up to that one that Juan Soto spoiled, and that's what great players do. They step up in big moments, and there's not one moment from this season that I look back and dread or get upset about, because it was great baseball. We got to watch great baseball this year, and our guys played phenomenal.
I think we talked about it at the very end of the season, but just what was it like to watch the growth of Tanner Bybee? You met him in spring training to where he ended up at the end of the year.
Yeah, Tanner, the first thing he told me is he wants to be a number one. He wants to be an ace. He wants to, and I said, all right, let's go show it. And started off the year a little rocky, but then turned it around. And that performance he put on in Game 5 versus the Yankees on 3 days rest was something special, and he deserved to walk off the mound with a better outcome than he got. But 2 runs over 5 2/3 on 3 days rest against the Yankees in the postseason, that's big time pitcher stuff. And Tanner solidified himself as one of our best, if not the best pitcher he was last year, and I'm excited to see what Tanner's going to accomplish. And this guy's a competitive bulldog, and I'm kind of scared for my life whenever I go take him out of the game. So he's the ultimate competitor.
Was there anything about J. Ram's game playing against him versus becoming his manager that surprised you?
He's exactly as advertised. He plays the game the right way. He's a top player in this league that no one talks about because he just goes about his business and plays the game the right way. And he's a great teammate. He's a leader. He expects his teammates to play the way he plays and backs it up by going out and doing it. He runs hard, hustle doubles. He got so much better at defense too this year. He should have won the Gold Glove, but it was just a phenomenal year, and I'm thankful Jose Ramirez is on our team.